In order to understand rules and conventions to short films, I researched several myself in order to gain some idea on how they are produced. Short films I researched were Let It Be, The Fleeting Little Life of Peter Wright, and Get Off My Land. These helped me identify conventions so that I could follow them throughout my short film. Out of the three short films, I've mainly focused on Let It Be because I felt that the theme of death was something that I wanted to portray in my short film. I quickly looked for conventions so that I could emulate this sort of theme, and the story that I wanted to explore was more realistic. I was particularly drawn because of the small amount of characters and the small location that were used for the short film, mainly using a small area and three central main characters. I quickly realised that these conventions were all used within every short film that I researched, and so I tried to emulate these as much in my planning so that my short film was as good as a professional short film. To follow in this vein, I only used two main characters, the brother and the sister, as this meant that there were a small cast list and it fit with the small narrative structure that I had to follow, which is what was used for every other short film as well. I also used one very small location, as this is all that was really needed for my short film, and it was conventional to not use many locations as it wasn't as high a budget and it would have overcomplicated the story as much as it didn't need to be. I chose a kitchen as I felt this is what was right for the role, and it's what felt right for my short film, considering the small budget that I had and the limited time I had for my actors. Talking narratively, I followed Todorov's narrative structure as it wasn't overcomplicated and so felt like it fit for a short film, as this meant that it could fit into the small time frame and use the small character list and small location. I also followed binary oppositions theory, as this is what I felt would follow Todorov's narrative structure, and so would be more conventional for my short film. I also used Bartholdi's Enigma code at the end as this is what felt right for my short film, and it felt conventional to add on to the end of my entire narrative and for short films in general. As I mentioned before when discussing Let It Be, I tried to follow the emotion of grief and sadness, as this is what felt right for my short film narrative. This is also conventional, as short films generally only have one emotion to convey with their narrative, making it less complex and working well for my short film.